What is good with it, y'all? It's Coffee tapping back in with another one, man, and getting right into the news. Obviously, the other day it was huge news that broke the blogosphere, shook up the news cycle that Keefe's home was raided in relation to the murder of Tupac. And as we all know, there's been so much speculation and conspiracy theories about Tupac over the years. Everything from him faking his death and running off to Cuba to living under other aliases. Suge Knight Jr., Suge's son, said he was in Malaysia some years back, to, different theories about who killed Pac. Now, right away off the rip, jump in the comments and let me know what you think, what you believe. I personally believe most definitely Tupac is dead and that Orlando Anderson killed him. That's what I believe, and it's been wild, as we know, in this new blogosphere era with true crime and genre being so big and prison genre being so big and gang culture getting so much coverage. There's been all these interviews that Keefe been doing where he pretty much puts himself right at the scene. Obviously he's the only one still alive from that night, involved in the killing of Pac, but he put himself right in the mix of it all, like conspiring to murder Tupac. And I was always like, I don't understand, like, how does this work? And then it gets like, how is he, why is he doing this? Why is he not afraid to be arrested or whatever? As it gets tricky, there's a lot of other situations where Keefe, has been prosecuted federally with PCP trafficking and all kinds of other secret interviews going down. It's such a wild story, a wild situation. But then we hear of this raid happening, and now in this latest update, I'm left a bit confused, befuddled, and flabbergasted. So once again, I'm gonna need y'all to tap in and help me break all this down and let me know your guys' thoughts. As always, that's what we do over here on this channel. So if you're new, make sure to subscribe to J Coffee Talk, because it's all about hearing from y'all, the people. Well, what authorities are indicating in these latest reports is that they took some bullets, some ammunition from Keefe's home, and they want to test them forensically to see if they're tied to the murder of Tupac. And I'm just like, what? How could he have some ammo that's tied to ammo from way back then? It's like, doesn't make any sense to me. And it seems like a long shot, and authorities are actually indicating that it is indeed a long shot. You know what I mean? Like, I'm no gun expert or ammunition expert or whatever, but why, like, would someone have ammo from all that time long ago? You know what I'm saying? It just makes zero sense to me. And I guess what's going on is a lot of the stuff that Keefe talked about in his memoir, his book, Compton Street Legend. He talks all about, Tupac getting into it with Baby Lane, aka Orlando Anderson, and them going to get their get back, and that Pac was killed with a Glock 40 or 40 Glock. And then there was a lot of different talk about what exactly happened to the gun, that it went missing or whatever the case may be. But now they're taking stuff from these interviews and from this memoir and taking all of what he spoke of there and of the weapon, and then taking this ammunition and testing it forensically. Like, I just don't understand it at all. Like, once again, guys, comment and fill me in on your thoughts on this. But other than if he has ammo left from the ammo that was used in Pac's murder, that they can, what, is there like serial numbers on bullets or whatever, and trace it to the same batch of ammo? They can use that as evidence. I just don't understand it. Like, what exactly how like, can this forensic testing of this ammo turn up in regards to this investigation? Like, it just really isn't making much sense to me. And as I stated, it really has never made so much sense to me also the way that he's pretty much confessed to the murder through these interviews and through his memoir, and why he would do that, and why he felt so comfortable. And what does this all mean now with the Vegas PD doing this, and this long shot of the forensic testing. It's a bit flabbergasting to me. Like, I'm just not understanding it. But that's the latest update in regards to this investigation. So tap in and comment on that.
You was rocking with another. I was rocking with Bloods, cause like, and them feds is like Z's ain't that big all across America. Is that for like protection? Z's ain't that big across America. Z's like a Florida thing.
Now this makes me wonder even more why Kodak would do a song with 6ix9ine, and it isn't because he's the biggest rat, but he ratted on the same gang that Kodak said was holding him down behind the wall.
Man, then we got 1090J getting on Kodak Black as the big talk over the past couple days, you know, when this new song Shakalaka that he did with 6ix9ine dropped. And, you know, we heard those vocals that I guess were taken off the song where he like dissed 6ix9ine on his own track and basically was kind of saying to everyone, yo, I hit a lick, but not a street lick. I hit a lick by collabing with him and getting paid big money, a big bag. So fuck 6ix9ine, you know, we ain't doing street business together, we're doing music together. What would you do? And, you know, everyone's been debating that, if he's right or wrong, or where it all falls with the street codes and ish that are not clear as ever, more unclear as ever, as this ish is all twisted up nowadays as it all plays out over the blogosphere, you know, and the lines between the streets, prisons, civilians, the rap game are all blended together and all twisted. Everyone's been debating about that, but 1090J, as you heard that clip there, and it was kind of funny too, man, because Academics was like, so that was for protection, right? And he was like, he wouldn't say like, yeah, I needed protection behind the wall, which obviously, like, it don't matter how tough you are. If you're in there solo dolo with no one rocking with you, you know, it's strength in numbers and you know, who's got your back, who's fucking with you, you know? So obviously protection was a big deal of this, but Kodak wouldn't actually say it out his own mouth. He's, you know, he's just like, oh no, well the Zoes is more of a Florida thing, but the Bloods is all over. So he was fucking with the Bloods, and you see there's different pictures of them, you know, in prison behind the wall in the feds with motherfuckers repping off, throwing up signs and whatnot. But 1090's like, yo, it's not just that you collabed with a snitch. You collabed with a snitch who snitched on the organization that held you down while you were in the feds and kept you safe. And I gotta wonder if, you know, Kodak is going to feel the pressure from this and actually have some beef, you know, because now it's not just like an industry thing. I mean, it still is that he wanted to get the bag, but there's going to be individuals that held him down that might feel like, yo, this dude ratted on, you know, some homies or whatever. I mean, again, I'm a square, I'm an internet nerd. This is, he told on Treyway, 9 Trey Gangsters. I don't know if they're tied, you know, to the exact same Bloods that was fucking with him behind that wall, but I don't know, some cats could feel some kind of way. But as you know, as long as Kodak stays up out of prison or federal prison and just does him and remains a free man, it probably won't be a thing, you know what I'm saying? But if he were to ever go back, I feel like it definitely could be an issue for him. Y'all let me know what you guys think. Yo, then we got this Makonnen guy. Comment if you're a fan of Makonnen. I never really tapped into his music at all. I know he collabed with Lil Peep. They did like an album together that came out after Peep died. There was rumors that they were some kind of couple or something like that. But you see, he's just coming out saying he started this gay-ish when it comes to the rap game. And I seen him kind of more or less going on, I don't want to say going on Lil Nas X, but when, you know, things have been quiet for Lil Nas X for a while, but when he was really blowing up, doing crazy numbers and in the news every day, you know, from Old Town Road to the Satan shoes and all that, it was like the Makonnen dude was mad, you know, like that was supposed to be him rather than Lil Nas X, and him, you know, tweeting this out or whatever. Now again, it just kind of feels like he's throwing a gay hissy fit, more or less. Like he's like, no, I'm the gay big homie. Pause. This is me speaking in McKonnen, not I. McKonnen. You know, like he's like, McKonnen's supposed to be the gay big homie. Pause. a gay hissy fit, man. You know, he didn't get his gay flowers in a sense, I guess. You know, according to him. So he's trying to speak out and let that be known, man. The rap game is crazy these days. And then we got Dirk with these Crocs, man. These joints are ugly as fuck. They look like they belong on a Lego person or something like that. Like they don't even look real. And listen, I always personally, you know, I'm not like a dude that's super into fashion and all that, but I used to look at Crocs like, man, fuck out of here, you know. But some of them Crocs is all right, you know, but indefinitely comfortable, you know what I'm saying? But these joints ain't it to me. But, you know, Dirk's the big hip hop star, so I guess he's trying to switch it up or whatever and do him. But let me know if y'all would rock those, what you think about those. So that's it for the news, man. Keefe D, forensic testing, RIP once again to the GOAT, Tupac. You know, 1090 Jake getting on Kodak. The Bloods and the Feds. McKonnen, the gay big homie that doesn't get, you know, recognized as that through the mainstream in the blogosphere, and these ugly ass Crocs. Let's talk about it all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and stay tuned for more. Y'all, it's Coffee, and I'm gone.